You're listening to a Rock Candy podcast.
Hi, I'm Liam Hooper.
And I'm Peterson Toscano. Together, we co-host the Bible Bash podcast.
The Bible Bash podcast is a monthly podcast where Peterson, a quirky queer Quaker and Northern belle,
and Liam, a trans Bible scholar and Southern gentleman,
get together to examine biblical texts, looking for the characters and situations you don't often hear about.
Each month, we look into a different ancient story. We're curious to find insights into our own queer lives. We discuss these and share our findings with you.
You can find the Bible Bash podcast on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. New episodes come out at the end of each month.
Bible Bash podcast is part of the Rock Candy Network.
Hey everybody, it's Reese Roper, one of your hosts here at the Joe and Reese's Pickle and Booze Shop, a diabolical brainwashing machine. I need to apologize because I haven't been here for a while. Joe has been holding down the fort quite well. This is our first time back together in quite a while, and we'll talk about that a lot during this episode. Some other things, though, I need to apologize for is I talk about being on my period. Also, we talk about Anu-Ice, which is a product for hemorrhoids, versus anal trainers. We talk about the new peanut butter flavored Listerine, how G.I. Joe guys got their code names. Well, the computer crashes at about 32 minutes, so then there's a blank spot. And we talk about the 100-year tampon. The Pickle and Boot Shop, we hope you hate it. Yay!
Okay, so we got that going for us.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
All right, everybody.
We're back again. You guys have no clue the links that Satan goes to not let us destroy Satanism in 2022. You guys, we have been off the air for quite a while. I've given you some interviews with Chaka, with Nate Shulgren, with Michael Lloyd. We are finally back. You guys, we tried to start a half hour ago. We've been dealing with nothing but technical difficulties. So hopefully we're going to get through this with you. Hopefully you'll be able to get some laughs and some cries and hear some stuff. But we're just going to jump right into it. So Reese, try and bring us up to speed as to what's been going on with you.
Well, the main thing is that the Dark Lord has been winning over our podcast.
Yeah.
Satan is on fire today. He is hitting it out of the park.
Yeah, he is. Chalk went up for him today. The Prince of Lies, the Prince of Darkness, the King of Lies, seems to be winning today when it comes to this podcast. Because this has been a bear to get this thing, whether it's scheduling, whether it's these technical difficulties. I went to set up my stuff today, and I didn't have a power cord for my laptop. So I'm running off battery on my laptop. So we're going to see how much of a show we can get done on this battery.
Probably all of it.
Hopefully. It's a good old Mac. It doesn't seem to have gone down. Yes.
I mean, main thing I'm upset about is last time when we tried this, I had a Wham shirt on, and it was pink, and
Yeah.
now I'm wearing my scrubs, and I feel not adequately, equipped for the show.
Yeah, you feel like a scrub. You
I
are
do.
what you wear. You
Yeah.
dress for how you want to feel.
Yeah, dress for the job you want, which is getting spit on by kids and punched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever punch them back? Are you allowed to punch back?
Just once. Just once.
Yeah.
You're like, you get it. You're just like, what is the thing? What is the punch that's good enough to end my career?
Yeah.
And then you get that one.
Yeah. The
So you
punch
just
that
kinda
makes me
save
go
it
into
up.
journalism. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Save it up.
I know.
This
I know
is
the
what
feeling.
I pay for malpractice insurance for.
Yeah.
I got
No,
the lawyer ready to call.
I
Yeah.
know the feeling. I know the feeling. And we have been off the air for a while, whether it's difficulties, whether it's scheduling. Reese, they say the three, and you don't come to this show for facts, so you guys fact check this, but they say the three most stressful things someone can go through in their life is
Uh-huh.
the death of a family member,
Mm-hmm.
a divorce, and buying a new house.
Yep.
You decided that you were going to do all those at one time.
Aren't there more though? Like getting stabbed in the heart by a unicorn. I think there's 4.
I think that's like 7th on the list. But
7.
as far as the top 3 biggest stressors in one's life, those are them. And you've done them all in the last month.
Yeah.
So you're smiling. I mean, I'm looking at you on here camera smiling, but holy cats, like bring the listeners up to speed on everything that's been going on in your life, because it's a doozy.
I'm smiling because my microphone is working and we're still talking.
Yeah.
And I miss
that's
you,
nuts.
Joe.
I miss you too, buddy. It's been a super long time.
Yeah.
And like our little text back and forth don't even begin when we're both trying to tell each other about our horrible days or our bad days, stuff like that.
Or diarrhea. Sometimes that topic comes up.
Oh, always. It's always
A lot.
it's always nice to sit on the toilet and just text you that I'm pooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that's what friends do.
That's what friends do. Sometimes if you've got hemorrhoids, you are like, can't talk, I'm on my period. And then I send you a picture of it.
Oh, I pray to God we never get that close. Yeah, that'd be a tough one. That would be a real tough one. Yeah.
I've been unpacking my stuff, and I unpacked the lubricant for a device called Ice, which is it's plastic coated, but it's like a piece of ceramic you put in the fridge, right next to where the kids grab all the ice cubes.
Yeah.
You put this thing in the fridge so it's cold, and when your hemorrhoids are really bad, lube that thing up and you shove it right up your beehole.
Some people call those anal trainers.
Yeah.
Like a butt plug.
This is not that. I mean, it
sounds like it's just a nice it's a medical term.
Prepackaged butt plug. They're like, how's we gonna move some more of these butt plugs? Ice.
Exactly.
They're
all coming down
like
the
anus,
same conveyor belt.
Ice.
Yeah, they're all coming down the same conveyor belt. All the odd ones go into the butt plug thing, and all the even ones go into the Ice for medical reasons.
That one's medical. Hey, don't put that in your mouth. That's gonna go up somebody's butt.
Hey, why is the one on the Ice got a big jeweled end on it?
Come on. We don't have to freshen those up. They don't need to be glamored. Don't dazzle it.
Can I get the Ice with the cosplay furry tail connected to it?
Oh, jeez.
Because it's for medical purposes, not for sexual deviancy.
There's men out there suffering, ladies who've given birth.
I lost my accent right there. I can't talk like the guy who runs the NUI / butt plug factory.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I don't understand. So what you have is a butt plug.
It is basically.
I mean, it is what it is.
I haven't used it though in 4 years. I had this period though where I was like having my period.
Oh.
I had this time when I don't know what was going on, but like I would get up from my chair at work and then I'd just be like, I can't walk. It hurts so bad.
Really? Do you got to get them like lasered off?
I think that's what rich people do. Poor people like myself go to AUIs.
Just use frozen butt plugs.
Amazon. Yes.
Can you get a smaller one?
It's pretty small.
Because if you go to Amazon, they sell something. My friend, we'll just say my friend told me about it. They sell this thing.
Okay.
They sell this little 3-pack called anal trainers. And they're butt plugs, different sizes.
Oh, no.
So you can start with a small, which might be like the size of a pencil, the thickness of a pencil.
Uh-huh.
And then you get used to that, I guess, being in your butt. You move up to the next one. And then the third one is like generally, I guess, what would be the normal butt plug size to train your butthole to accept things into it.
Poop. To train your butthole to not have to strain when you poop. That's what.
Correct. That's what they're for.
That's all I know.
So I'm thinking if you get that anal trainer pack and you put the smallest one in the freezer, it's going to do the same job. Maybe your butt plug is too big.
Yeah, the ANUIs might go for like size 1.5. It's kind of tapered, and then it goes up. So I think
we all know what a butt plug looks like. They look like a spade.
We don't.
Right.
You've got the wrong pronoun here. I don't. I imagine it's like tapered. It's tapered, right?
Yeah,
like you're trying to stretch it out.
It's not going to be like a log, like a wood log.
It's
not just going to be
like a giant fist.
Right.
It's not like shaped or the same size as a giant fist.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So what's the diameter of your ANUIs?
It's like half an inch.
Will you be able to take a picture of this and send it to me so we can post it on Instagram?
I might have thrown it out, dude.
Oh.
I was like, I'm going through this time where I'm having to go through all my stuff and like, how long have I had this? Because I was like, I had to leave.
Let's be honest, you never washed it.
I never washed it.
Never.
I put it next to my toothbrushes and forgot about it.
You just put it in Listerine.
I just
let it soak in Listerine.
And then
overnight.
Forget about it. That's how you store it.
Oh, Listerine.
There's a new peanut flavor.
Yeah. This tastes nutty. Earthy. This is earthy. Well, the next time your roids flare up, man, Amazon, get that little anal trainer
I
pack.
don't know where this thing is. Well, can you put it in the freezer? Because that's the main thing is it's cold. Like it's like putting, like if you ever have a hemorrhoids and you're like, I wish I could shove ice up my butt. That's what this is.
But anything in a freezer gets cold. Nothing continues to radiate heat if it's an inanimate object. You could put a Matchbox car in there and shove that up your keister to cool down.
Idea, Joe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
An old Silverhawk figure.
An old Silverhawk.
Oh,
Grunt.
wiffle ball bat.
Grunt from the G.I. Joe's line.
This
Grunt.
is anyways.
You know what? While I'm at it, Duke. Put Duke up there.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you think he got his name? He's like, I just went on the worst mission ever. And they're like, yeah, your new code name's Duke. They're like, you wouldn't believe what Crimson Guard had to do. Old Snake Eye, he earned that name. Yeah, people have no idea what some of those GI Joes went through to get there, to earn their stripes.
Got the code name. The guys at Hasbro are just like, hey,
Yeah.
you having trouble sitting? You have that? You're also having hemorrhoids?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I think anything, Reese, that you put in the freezer is going to get cold.
Okay.
And it will also, I believe, I don't know the science behind it, but I'm pretty sure it will also warm up at the same rate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whether you're shoving an ice cube up your butt or a frozen anal trainer or bejeweled butt plug.
Yeah.
Your 98.6 body heat, it's just going to increase in temp from that. So anything, you just need something smooth.
Something smooth and unlike Serpentor's helmet.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all.
Something
like Dr.
gonna...
Mindbender. That's a better idea. He's bald.
Yeah. Roadblock. Wild Weasel. I'm thinking every G.I. Joe could pretty much be used as a sex toy with their names now. I'm realizing this at age 44.
Oh, man. Hasbro, if you're listening.
You need to do a whole
sponsor.
sex toy line of G.I. Joe names.
Also, we need a sponsor.
Grunt.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. No. Oh Lord.
Oh, that's fantastic. This is comedy gold. We could end right here. That was worth
That's
the
it.
Patreon. Right
Thank
there.
you. We're going to the Patreons now. Holy hell.
Holy smoke. So moving. You closed on your house in what, early December?
Yeah. So the story behind this is gonna now we're laughing. It's gonna get real sad.
It's getting real sad real quick.
So my mom has lived with me for like, I can't even remember, like 3 or 4 years. I built out, like we bought this old house in downtown Stanton where we lived and had like a detached garage because it's like 100-year-old house. So it was, I think, a carriage house. I don't know what it was originally, but definitely did not have utilities. I don't even know if the house had utilities when it was built, but like they were put in the house, but not out to this thing. So I had to like trench out utilities and we built this thing out. We made a little studio apartment for my mom. Originally, I was like, cool, I'm going to make this into my music studio. And then my mom got really sick. So she came to live with us. And it kind of sucked because she was married to my stepdad. They lived in like south of Tucson, and he pieced out. Like she came out. I don't think she was getting good help from her doctors. The doctor that she had put her like on a max dose of prednisone, which it's 60 milligrams. That's as much as you're supposed to give as a doctor. But then you immediately start to taper it because it's a steroid.
Yeah.
So this dude put her on this max dose and was not tapering it. So it'd be like being on steroids. And she was on for like a year and a half. And you start to develop psychosis because like your body's always kind of hepped up and like on alert. So she called me and was like, I'm afraid of your stepdad. I don't know what's happening. He yelled at me. He may have just been frustrated with her and yelled at her, and she was in this psychosis from it. We didn't know. But I was trying to be a good son, so I flew her to Virginia. I was like, okay, Mom, get on a plane. I'll get you a ticket. And she flew out here, and he kind of never moved past that. To be fair, though, we think he was like in the early stages of Alzheimer's. I haven't spoken to him in like a year. But like, so she came out. They got her off the prednisone. She had been on it because she had this really bad asthma. She just had bad immune system and had been fighting all this asthma and getting weird infections that they weren't catching because the doctors in south of Tucson sucked. They're just like, there's so many old people that go down there, retire. They're just like, yeah, well, you've lived a good life. Here's 60 milligrams of prednisone.
Yeah.
So she had gotten a fungal infection, I think, from birds, and another one from roses that you get from like horticulturists who do rose stuff end up getting these lung infections, and a bunch of pneumonias just like recurring. So this guy did prednisone to treat it, which didn't fix it. It just made her, like feel better. It probably made her able to, to breathe better because it decreases your inflammation, but it doesn't help. It doesn't get rid of the infection. So when they started tapering the prednisone off, she ended up, all this stuff came up, and she ended up being intubated and then in and out of the hospital and never quite came back. She was on oxygen the whole time she lived with us. And being on all that prednisone, it's like it aged her like 10 years.
Yeah, it does.
So she ended up just kind of being like she was 76 when she passed, but with the body of like an 86-year-old. Like it just ate into her bones and it made her weak. She started getting arthritic, and plus she had all this stuff going on. So it destroyed her immune system more. She had to go monthly and get these gamma globulin infusions, which is like the part of your blood that has all your immune stuff. So when you give a blood transfusion, they break it up into platelets and red blood cells and stuff. So she got somebody else's immune system once a month, and that helped her survive. And I think for her, it was always good because she felt like she was doing better, or she would get better. She got to, hang out with my kids. My daughter Era would go out and see her every day. And COVID happened, and she was kind of cooped up out there in that little apartment. And I don't know. Then my life started falling apart. My wife had said that she wanted to get a divorce, and I tried as hard as I could to make that not happen or try and bring about reconciliation. And we've talked about this on the show, but it just did not happen. So
didn't work out.
No. And so my mom was like, well, I'm like, well, Mom, she was worried, she was like, what's going to happen? What's going to, where should we move? And so she had sold her house with my stepdad in Tucson, and so she had some money, but I didn't want to get into it. Like I was like, I'm pretty sure my mom's gonna have to go to an assisted living, and I want her to be able to have, because I'm a nurse, but I couldn't be there around the clock, and I think she needed somebody there. She was kind of approaching that point, so I didn't want to do that. But she kind of insisted that I look for a house that we could move to, because Amy and I were selling our house and going through this divorce, and she picked this house because it has a master suite. She wanted to see cows in the backyard, so it's got a little pasture out behind us, and it's really nice. And it was kind of something that she picked, and she was like, I'll give you the money for the down payment, which to me was cool, but I wanted her to save that for her to go to assisted living, and so I just told her once we sold our house I'd pay her back. So we had, I had started to proceed with buying this house, and then she got really sick. She got pneumonia, ended up going in, her heart went into AFib because it was kind of pushing against all this scar tissue. They gave her a pacemaker, and she just never came back. She went back to this nursing home that I used to be the director of nursing of, and she didn't like it because it had gone downhill since I lived there, or since I worked there. I did live there. There was times when I was there over 24 hours, but it was, I don't know. She didn't like it, wanted to come home, came home, should have gone back to the hospital, but didn't want to go to the hospital, waited a week, went back. And then they were just like, hey man, there is no point in this. Like your heart it's starting to blow out from pushing against all the scar tissue in your lungs. So they talked her into going hospice. And this is the cool thing about my mom, is that, I don't know if it's cool, she always felt like she didn't want to burden us with this. So she felt like she had to ask our permission to go on the hospice.
Yeah.
Like she felt like she was giving up. And this is a lady who, she worked for her church for 20 years. She was like a missionary. So we're just like, Mom, of course you can do this. And me being a nurse, having worked in gerontology, I knew, I had a pretty decent idea that she had about a week of being lucid, and then the hospice drugs would kind of build up in her system. So I had my sister and her son come out, and we spent a good time with her. Her birthday happened, and then they went home, and I got to spend Thanksgiving with her. And then the doctors gave us a week to get ready, and I brought her back to the house, which I was the only one in by that point. And then took care of her for about a week. And I don't know. I just sat with her, and she was lucid. She would be lucid for about 2 or 3 minutes at a time, and then her kidneys and her liver weren't really processing through the morphine and the Ativan. So I got to be a nurse to my mom and stay there with her, slept on the couch. And I just knew because I've seen so many people's moms die
Yeah.
when it was time. So called my sister and she got to tell her that she loved her and goodbye. And then that night she passed, like just before midnight. And so my mom, who was always commenting on me swearing on the show, she listened to us all the time. And I don't know, it's because she likes this podcast, but I think it was more just because she wanted to support me. But she had also insisted that I get this house, and so all of a sudden I had to close on it, and it's been rough.
Yeah.
Move everything and pack everything.
Absolutely.
The blessing to me, I mean, there's a lot of blessings in this. I feel like this year I've hit just the bottom so many times, and I don't know, man.
Well, I love you, buddy. And I mean, we were. Well,
I just feel like there's just these spots of sunlight. Like every day should just suck so bad. And it does sometimes. Like sometimes it's too much. And then I cry. And then there's something to make me happy. I am thankful that
whereas I would, like, if you cuss me out, it might be a week where I ain't listening to you. We don't talk for a week until we patch things up. But I mean, you can scream, you can yell every word at the sky that you want. The Lord's not going to turn his back on you. In fact, his heart's probably going to break even more because he knows the pain that you're going through. He knows that struggle that you're going through, and he can't do anything to fix that at that moment. You know, that's the world we live in. That's the wicked world we live in.
Yeah.
You know, and the hope is just to see that through, and that you know, your luck is going to change. But I don't think there's anything wrong with cursing at the sky when you get frustrated.
Have you watched or listened to the soundtrack for the Book of Mormon? The thing that the dudes from South Park made?
I think I saw it. I think I did. But to tell you the truth, I don't really remember it. I can't remember if I saw the musical like on television. I don't know if they did like a Netflix or a something. I thought I saw it somewhere.
It's funny. There is one song and it's F You God. And it's like, but it's in whatever, it's in Sudanese or something. Really funny.
Yeah. I just my old in-laws went and like saw the musical, and they're like the most Christian people ever. Ooh. And they went and saw it. Todd, you know Todd. So Todd and his wife Sarah went and saw it and were like, eesh. They were like, yikes. They were kind of like, I don't know if we should be here.
Have you seen Basketball? Like, do that as a primer. Oh.
I've never seen Basketball.
Well, imagine like if the creators of South Park, or have you seen Team America World Police?
Yes.
Imagine those guys making a movie. but then a musical. It's gonna
Yes.
it's gonna push some buttons. Oh, it's
Little bit.
hilarious though.
It's gonna tweak some nipples. It's gonna tweak some nipples.
I don't know, dude. Have you ever read the book of Job?
Yeah.
Like, to our listeners, I recommend, even if you don't believe, like, it is poetically beautiful. And I had just read it. Like, I read it maybe a month before this happened with my mom. I talked about it with my mom. I asked her what her favorite book in the Bible was. She was telling me Isaiah, which is funny because when she was passing, I would read from her. I would read to her from Isaiah, just to help her encourage her, but also I think it was for me, just to feel like I was doing something.
Yeah.
She was doing all the work. But Job, it is a beautiful poetic book. What I love about it is just it kind of lays out this character of God the Father that I feel that, like, there's this verse in, like, third chapter of Revelation. It might be the first, where the Apostle John sees this vision of God, and he says there's these 7 lampstands that represent the 7 spirits of the living God. So I don't know, like, I don't know theologically how people interpret that, but, like, my interpretation is that we get kind of tripped up on this Trinity idea that God has, like, these 3 different personas. This is more. There's 7. There's, like, 3 that we get in these bodies because that's all we can fathom. So we get God the Father, who is just like this cold and calculating creator that has to, like, lay out the entirety of creation and this plan for salvation that has to make a law so that there's a reason for, like, if you think about it as, like, God is J.R.R. Tolkien and he's creating this epic story, there has to be some sort of framework for this story. So the framework is, this is God's law. If you break it, you die. Your soul will like go to hell for eternity. But if you can live perfectly, you won't, which is impossible. So it creates, like, a need for a protagonist, which is also God, the Son. And I don't know, like, we know this about God, and then there's this other character of God, the Spirit, that is, like, very motherly and nurturing. And that's it. We don't get the other parts of God because I don't think we could understand it. But there's these 3 parts. And so for me, like, I read Job and it's before Christ, and it just kind of lays out this picture of God as being this God the Father that, like, all this shit happens to Job. Sorry, Mom. All this crap happens to Job. And it's not by accident. It says that Satan approaches him, says, like, have like, the Lord or God goes to Satan and says, have you seen my servant Job? He's flawless. Like, he does everything right. And then God allows Satan to just wreck his life, like, completely wreck everything. And Job's response through most of it is, you know what? I'm okay with this because God is in control. He's good. He hits one point where he questions it, and God's answer is not, like, to destroy him, but, like, to to just say, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Where were you when this happened? Like when I created the wind? Where are you when, all this stuff happens? You have no idea how complex the universe is. You have no idea. And like, I feel like sometimes that's God's answer. Just, this is bigger than you.
Yeah.
Trust me. Trust that no matter that all this junk is befalling you, that it's awful, that you're suffering, I'm bigger than that. And then we know God as Jesus, that he has joined us in our suffering, that he understands it, that he suffered more than we ever will. He gets it. And he has been that to fulfill this thing that needed to happen for us to be able to have fellowship with God, that we can say, F you, God. And he forgives us like immediately. It's forgiven.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that. So for me, I don't know if I have a lot of faith. I've been angry at God a lot through this, but I also see that there's good in it and there's purpose. You know what? Like, so this house I moved into, my realtor, I made her ask the lady that owned it if they had pets, because my mom was super allergic to cats and dogs. She would like go to the hospital if she was like in her healthier state. She would go to the hospital and have to be on a ventilator if and there had been pets in this place. And the realtor came back and was like, they had a cat 9 years ago, it died. So to me, I'm thinking, cool, I'll just wash all the walls and I'll get the carpet replaced and it'll be fine. Then my mom passed and we had to move here. My daughter, Lyndon, and I are pretty allergic to cats, but like not, we're going to end up on a ventilator like my mom would have. So I just rented one of those rug doctors and put the thing with the picture of the cat on it is.
Yeah.
And then I cleaned her carpet and mine. I didn't even have time to make it to the other kid, but she's fine. But Lyndon and I have been like wheezy since we moved here. So we're just like,
Oh no. And that was 9 years ago.
9 years ago. So here's a silver lining. Had my mom not passed, because she wanted this, she wanted us to move here, she would have died. Like this house would have killed her, and it would have been
The house
miserable.
she wanted would have been her own death trap.
Exactly. And it would have been because I'm a bad son. Like
You didn't have time
I'd
to
be like,
clean the carpet.
I'm gonna rug doctor and Mom, it's gonna be fine. So I mean, like, to me, that's a blessing. I'm
Yeah.
glad that never happened to my mom. I never had to be like, Mom, are you sure? Because it died 9 years ago and I cleaned the carpets. So I got to tear out these carpets.
No.
Like Lyndon and I are like,
just absolute. What's that little? Oh, Wheezy was the name of the penguin on Toy Story. Wheezy.
oh yeah, easy.
His little squeaker was broke, so he just wheezed. he was like a Frank Sinatra singer. Now, are you planning anything? I thought me and you had talked about trees or something like that. Aren't you going to do something at the house for your mom, like plant trees or something like that?
So I found out. So one of the reasons my mom wanted to get this place is because not just the cows in the master bedroom, but on all four corners of the house, somebody planted these blue spruces, which is like the state tree of Colorado.
Okay.
So she was like, "You got to get that house. It's meant for us. which is so cool. And so I had told her, I was like, Mom, I just found out aspen trees can grow in Virginia, which I think they still can. It's warming up. But so aspen is like not just a town in Colorado. It's a type of birch that grows at higher altitudes usually, or where it's colder. They have these teeny, like kind of almost teardrop shaped leaves, and they have this white and black bark. And when the wind blows in the leaves, it sounds just like shimmering. It's like rain is falling. And they change colors, like the most brilliant yellows and reds and oranges you've ever seen. And so, like, I grew up in the mountains and I grew up around these things, and I wanted to plant like a grove of them in the back. So I'll do that. Still, hopefully we'll be able to see the cows, but some aspen are going to go back there. Yeah.
And I know you had sent me a couple of pictures of the house, like I think like the real estate listing when you had just, put in your offer or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't show all the dirt. It doesn't show all the work and dirt and stuff, but
it's absolutely beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely beautiful.
Are you gonna come hang out with me and drink some beers and we can podcast?
Yeah, good. I think next year, Heidi and I.
It is next year.
Yes, sometime this year, I believe. In the fall, Heidi and I have to go to North Carolina.
Okay.
To go to a wedding, so we might be able to swing by.
You should. It's on the way.
And then this summer, guys' weekend.
Okay.
It's July 14th through the 18th.
Okay.
So you got to put that on your calendar and come on up for that.
Bring my ANU ice.
Bring your ANU ice and get ready to eat balut because I found where I can buy it.
Oh, no, you did not.
Yeah.
I feel like after I ate the 100-year egg, I could do anything.
Yeah, I do too. Like that's, I still think balut is in my opinion, is the worst food like on the planet. Like that is just creepy looking. It's
creepy. Like the only thing creepier, and maybe we could somehow be involved in the creation of this, is the 100-year tampon.
Yeah. The 100-year ANU ice.
We're eating that.
Yeah. you put it in the freezer and then you suck on it and it cools you down on a hot day. Let's see, you guys. I think we are going to bring this to an end as far as the freebie portion. You guys, I wanted you all to hear, obviously what Reese has been going through. Continue to lift him up in prayer. Continue to lift his family up in prayer for all of you atheists and agnostics. I know you guys still love us. I know you guys love Reese. Continue to just do whatever you guys do.
Pour one out on the curb for me.
Yeah.
A couple sips. Also, Snoop and Dre, they still need
Farting
some.
an elevator. Yeah. Whatever you guys do to show support, please do so. So you guys, freebies, we are going to say goodbye, and we are going to head into our paid portion right now. So see you guys. Peace! A pizza!
A pizza!
For more shows like this one, visit rockcandyrecordings.com.